Welcome to my life and coasters, where in today's video I'm going to be going through the top 5 theme parks to visit over in Europe, and as well as that I'll be going through some tips on how to get there here from the UK. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it with 5th place. So in at 5th place then is Lyberg over in Gothenburg, Sweden. Now this is actually a really easy park to get to. I'll get onto that bit first. You can fly to its airport, Gothenburg, very easily from a lot of places around the UK, and generally pick up flights quite cheaply. And as well as that, there's lots of buses running there. But yeah, on to Lyberg and why I think it deserves a place in this top 5 list. It's a really nice amusement park. So less of a theme park like a lot of the other ones in this list. It focuses less on theming and more on like lots of rides, good atmosphere, and I think that fits better with its location in the city centre of Gothenburg. I think you can pay about £10 to get into this one and not go on any rides, or it's about £40 if you want to go on all the rides. Yeah, there's some really good rides here. There's a wooden roller coaster called Boulder, there's Valkyria, the B&M dive coaster, there's also Helix, a Mack Rides launch coaster. Yeah, if you want to see a vlog from this park, I have got one over on the channel. But yeah, it is a really nice park, sort of really good atmosphere, everything's very well kept. It's just a really nice place to visit, and honestly it's probably one of the best starter parks. If you've never visited a theme park outside the UK, I'd say Lyberg. It's very easy to do. A lot of people speak a lot of English. I think a lot of the signage was in English from what I can remember. Yeah, and they have also got some really great coasters, as I mentioned. So yeah, that's 5th place with Lyberg over in Sweden. Now, from somewhere with not very much theming at all to somewhere with world-class theming, it's even been nicknamed the Netherlands Disneyland. It's Efteling in the Netherlands, of course. So this is more of a family theme park actually, and I'll get onto that in a minute. It's got magical theming absolutely everywhere. It's all sort of fairy tale themed. But yeah, with the coasters, it doesn't have loads of thrill rides, say something like Lyberg. It's got 2 main thrill coasters, one of them being McLaren 1898, which is again a B&M dive coaster, and Python, which is just quite a simple looping coaster. So that's why this park isn't higher up on the list. But the theming it does have is phenomenal. I'd say some of the best theming in the world. It's got such a magical atmosphere everywhere in this park. It really does feel like you're in an actual fairy tale. And a lot of the rides are very good for everyone. Kids can go on them, adults can go on them, and everyone will enjoy them. So yeah, this is definitely probably the most family park on this list. But yeah, I do love Efteling. It's a nice and easy one to get to here from the UK. Like most of the places on this list, a couple are a little bit more tricky. Yeah, Efteling, it's got an airport near it called Eindhoven. There's also a couple of other airports you can fly into. Again, lots of flights go there here from the UK. I even did it as a day trip from the UK, where I flew out in the morning and flew back in the evening. You'd probably want 2 days at this park, to be honest, but yeah, if you did just want to go and get the main bits into the Efteling, you could even do it as a day trip here from the UK. So yeah, Efteling, that's at 4th place. There's also lots of places to stay nearby. So on to 3rd place then. This one's a bit weird because it's kind of 2 theme parks. It's a very big park. It's Porto Ventura World in Salou, Spain. So I'll get onto the trouble with this one. First, it's very easy to get to. A lot of holidaymakers go to Salou. A lot of people from the UK, so there's loads of flights going from absolutely everywhere. Also tons of accommodation. It is the easiest place to travel to, I'd say, from the UK, because even like the little airports do fly over there. It's Reyes Airport you'd want to fly into for Porto Ventura, and there's just loads of like hotels, holiday apartments, all really locally, and it's very affordable, to be fair, especially if you go when I went in winter. But yeah, onto the quality of the park. It does have some negatives, and I'll get onto them first. The operations at this park are not very good at all. If you don't know what I mean when I say operations, I'm talking about how quick they dispatch like roller coasters and stuff. So you may wait a lot longer in the queue lines just because it can be very slow. And the other issue, which sort of adds to the first one with operations, it's a very busy park. Especially in the summer months, queues can get 3-4 hours for the most popular rides. Even when I went in the winter, some queues were like 90 minutes, 2 hours. So yeah, definitely expect to wait a long time for a lot of the rides. But it is a very nice theme park. There's some good theming. It's got some very big rides such as Shambhala, the B&M Hypercoaster. The other park that's it's a bit weird. You have to get another ticket to go into Ferrari Land, but it's also on the same sort of park as Porto Ventura. So I'll class it as the same. You've also got Red Forest. That is Europe's tallest and fastest coaster there. So yeah, that's a very good ride. Lots of very good rides. I think they've got 10 coasters combined between the two parks, and most of them are thrill coasters. There's an indoor coaster, Uncharted. That's a very good ride. Not loads of theming in there, but yeah, it's a very fun roller coaster. Dragon Khan, that's one I haven't done, but that's a massive roller coaster. I think that's got like 7 loops in it or something. So yeah, lots of rides to go to Port Ventura for, and of course with Red Force being Europe's tallest and fastest coaster, it's on many people's like roller coaster bucket list. So yeah, I definitely recommend a visit out there, and like I said, very easy to get to from the UK. There's probably hundreds of flights per week going over to Reyes, and if not, you could also fly into Barcelona. So over to Germany now for second place, and that is Phantasialand. So this is actually quite a small theme park, but the theming it has got is absolutely amazing. It's got some really good roller coasters such as Taron, Fly. They're probably some of the most immersive theming anywhere in the world. They're completely surrounded, whether it's Taron's rockwork or the buildings around Fly. Because this park is so small, they can really cram a lot of theming in, make it completely immersive. I believe it's actually because the park's got some restrictions on what can be seen from outside the park, so yeah, it really does create a magical experience with Phantasialand. I absolutely love it out there. It's definitely probably a 2-day park if you're heading out there. Again, I did only have 1 day unfortunately, and I did do it as a day trip, but if you are heading out to Phantasialand, it's very easy to get to. A local airport is Cologne Airport. It's about, I think it's 2 trains and a bus away from Cologne Airport, but it only takes about an hour and a half maximum. It's quite cheap, it's like €5 to do all of that. And like I said, if I did it as a day trip, if you're doing a couple of nights trip, you should get on really well with that travel. So yeah, Phantasialand, it's also not the most expensive park to get into. Generally you can pick up tickets for like €35. Yeah, which is quite cheap compared to some other parks. But before we get on to first place, I'm going to give an honourable mention to another park in Europe. So this is Plopsland Japan as an honourable mention. It didn't quite make the top 5, but it has got one amazing roller coaster, which is part of the reason it's here. Yeah, that is the Ride to Happiness. Honestly, that roller coaster is my favourite roller coaster that I've ridden. But yeah, the rest of the park is still a really nice family park. It's got some good theming, it's got some good other coasters. It would probably be number 6 on this list, but obviously there wasn't a number 6 place, so yeah, that's why Plopsland Japan has got an honourable mention. But I'm going to get on to number 1 now, the best park in my opinion to visit in Europe. And that is again in Germany, that is Europa Park. So this is located a bit in the middle of nowhere really, it's not far from the French border. Now I'll get straight on to travel. So Europa Park is a bit of a nightmare to get to, it's in the middle of nowhere really. It's located near the French border in Germany. If you are going here, I'll do travel first, then I'll talk about this amazing park. But yeah, I don't really have many bad things to say about Europa Park. There's a couple of ways of doing it. Either way, it's going to take you quite a long time. I'd recommend flying. You can either fly into Karlsruhe Baden-Baden Airport, which is about an hour and a half to 2 hours away by train and buses, or Basel, which is maybe a little bit less on trains and buses, but it's still going to take you probably 2 hours at least. So yeah, I have already got a video dedicated to travel to this park, and I think I've actually got a couple because yeah, it's quite a tricky one to plan a visit to. Accommodation isn't the cheapest here. Again, it is an expensive park to visit, and as well as that, admission can cost about €70–75 to get in. So it's definitely a bit of a bigger thing to visit this park. I don't think you could do it as a day trip, and you really wouldn't want to. I'd recommend 2 to 3 days at this park. I had 2 days and it was just about enough to do all the roller coasters and some like the dark rides and stuff. Talking of the roller coasters and dark rides, they've got 4 amazing thrill coasters there. You've got Blue Flyer, which is a Mack Rides launch coaster, Woden, which is a GCI wooden coaster, you've got Silver Star, a big B&M hyper coaster, a little bit like Shambhala, which I mentioned earlier in this list, and as well as that, their new for last year coaster, that was Voltron Nevera. Again, one of my favourite roller coasters in the world. I love this park, the theming is amazing. It's basically set around like different countries in Europe, hence the name Europa Park. So you've got like a Greek themed area, a Croatian themed area, there's even like a UK themed area, Spain, you name it, it's probably in Europa Park. So that is why I really like this park, and I don't think there's going to be anything else in Europe that will beat it. Don't get me wrong, I've only included parks that I've visited in this list. and I felt like I visited enough now to sort of be able to make a decent list. Don't get me wrong, there's still some bigger parks that I haven't visited. I wouldn't personally include somewhere like Disneyland Paris in this list because I feel like it's in a bit of a different, it's a different sort of category. Somewhere like that is a big thing to visit. Yeah, Europa Park, as I said, that is number one. So yeah, let me know down below if you've visited any of these parks or if you're looking to visit one for the first time. As I said, a lot of these have got travel videos if you want a more like in-depth look at how to get somewhere. So I will include the link to all of them. Yeah, every park in this list has got its own travel video on my channel, as well as a vlog from my visit. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Let me know if you'd like to see more top 5, top 10 type videos, like with roller coasters, maybe a UK theme parks one, and just stuff like that. And I'll see you in the next video.